Hello, I'm DelusionDispeller. I'm out on this beautiful day making another video. These videos are going to also be on the topic of setting boundaries, and this is something I'm kind of excited about. I'm going to be talking to you about child development, basically, and how the way a child develops determines what happens in the future with that child. It's going to get set up a little bit here. Trying to balance some things so I can talk without holding things too much. Okay. When I've talked to some of you on the phone, I've often suggested that if you can get out safely from the situation you're in, that you do so. A lot of times you can, and some occasional times you're not able to, and you have to just sort of stick it out for a while until you see an escape route. One thing I want to tell you is no matter whether you decide to stay or leave the situation, you need to make sure that you have a support system set up. This means join a support group, have some friends nearby, a church, a book club, whatever, wherever you can make friends. You need to have some place to fall, a soft place to land. Because it's very difficult when you leave the narcissist or the toxic person to be able to go through some of the emotions you're going to feel, some of the things you're going to experience without having somebody you can go to as a confidant, or just somebody to say, you know, I'm really having a hard time with this. I really miss him. I really miss her. I'm tempted to go running back to them. Can you stop me? You know, speak some sense to me right now. Whatever. Either way, you need to have somebody in your life that can support you in some way, shape, or form. Whether that's even me. If you need to call me and talk to me and tell me, you know, I need you to talk to me and tell me not to run back to them, not to give in, not to stay here. I really need to go. I've had a couple people tell me that, and I've been able to give them the moral support and kind of that little kick in the tail to get them moving in the right direction. So that's important. Make sure you have somebody there for support. Okay, the next thing. I'm going to get into talking a little bit about child development. There's many stages when a child is born that they go through that are natural stages, and they should go through these stages. If a child does not develop properly and does not go through the necessary stages of child development, you have the result of what you've seen many times with narcissists and toxic people in your life. We're going to talk about some of these stages, and the first stage is called object constancy. Object constancy is that thing that a child experiences when they're just a baby, where mom goes out of the room and she doesn't come back for a little while, and that baby goes nuts because they lack object constancy. To them, when that mom leaves, she's gone forever. You even see this in adults. If you ever watch certain movies like Fatal Attraction and other movies like that, where the person has to leave or they feel like the relationship isn't working out, and the other person just clings for dear life. Please don't leave me, please don't leave me. I'll die without you, you're my everything, I can't go on without you. Okay, first of all, that is very unhealthy to have that much of an attachment to somebody. But you may have object constancy issues. You may have had a parent that abandoned you when you were a child, or a mother that rejected you, or something like that. You may have even had a relationship in which a boyfriend deserted you, or a husband deserted you, or a wife, or a girlfriend. I'm not sexist here as far as gender goes. It can happen with a male or a female. Object constancy is something that the infant, when they are just little, needs to learn that even though mom leaves the room, mom always comes back. She might pick up the child, talk to the child, whatever it is, but she always comes back to the room. And the baby needs to learn that mom is not gone forever just because she's not physically there. If a child does not learn this, they do have issues with that as adults. That's when you have the boyfriends that seem like they're stalking the girlfriends. They keep blowing up her phone, calling and calling and calling, begging and pleading. You've got to take me back. I can't live without you. You're my everything. You're my idol. You're my all in all, etc. That's an object constancy issue. So stay tuned. I'm going to try to keep these videos like around 5 minutes each if I possibly can. So there might be a lot more videos than you're used to, but I like to keep things concise so that your attention is able to stay in one place at a time. So, talk to you soon on the next video. God bless you.